Welcome back, guys. So now we are going to dedicate this particular video for compound interest alone. All right. I can guarantee you, if you watch this video carefully, if you try understanding whatever is told in this video, and in case if you need to go through this video 2 times, 3 times, you will understand compound interest very clearly. That much I can guarantee you. See, compound interest, we know how to calculate simple interest, right? See, compound interest is nothing but at each stage of calculating interest. See, in the case of simple interest, where the time period is 3 years, for all the 3 years, right, we calculated only the same interest, isn't it? Right, rate of interest applied on the principal. So it was a pretty straightforward, simple calculation that we did. Okay, so simple interest SI is nothing but principal into rate of interest when we are calculating for 1 year time frame. So if the loan is given for a period of 3 years, simple interest always will be, for every year, it is rate of interest applied on the principal. But in the case of compound interest, the word compounding means you are adding something. Okay. So the principal, what is that you are adding? You are adding the interest that you are calculating for the first year with the principal amount. And that new amount is considered as the new principal amount for calculating interest for the second year. See, the underlying basis or concept is simple interest concept only. This is, the difference lie in what principle do you consider when you calculate interest for each year. That is the only difference, right? So let us take this example. P is 10,000, rate of interest is 5, time period is 3 years, okay? And it is compounded annually, which means the conversion period, what is that you are converting? The conversion period for the principal, you are converting the principal, okay? That period is 1 year, compounded annually. The rate of interest 5% is also an annual interest rate, okay? So here, how do you calculate compound interest? See, before going to the general formula of compound interest, I want to teach you how the formula is deduced so that you understand about compound interest very well. So when you go through this elaborate method of finding compound interest, for 3 years, compound interest amount, right, for 3 years, then what happens is, then when we apply the general formula, you would know why we are applying that general formula. You would have understood the concept behind it, okay? So like how you are calculating simple interest, let us start calculating compound interest, right? For principal equal to 10,000, R is equal to 5% per annum, T is equal to 3 years, and it is compounded annually. The conversion period is annual, okay? So what happens is, for calculating the interest for the first year, your principal is 10,000, okay? Your rate of interest is 5, right? And time period anyway is 1, okay? So now you have to find out the simple interest for the first year. You call it as SI1. What is SI1? It is nothing but 10,000 into 5 by 100. Okay. So what is the total amount? So this is the interest amount. 10,000 into 5 by 100 is the interest amount. Alright. Now what is the total amount? At the end of the 1 year period, you have to add the initial principal of 10,000 with the interest amount. Okay. That is the amount that you will be paying at the end of the year if you were to pay. Right? So the new principal amount will be equal to 10,000 plus 10,000 into 5 by 100. Okay. You have to keep a book and a pen along with you, or a paper and a pen along with you, and write down as I give you instructions. That way you will understand it much better. Okay. So the principal was 10,000. Rate of interest is equal to 5% per annum. Alright. So SI1, simple interest for the first year, is equal to 10,000 into 5 by 100. This is the amount, the interest amount that is charged on your loan of 10,000. So the amount that you have to pay at the end of the first year would be the original principal of 10,000 plus 10,000 into 5 by 100. So here 10,000 is common, so you take it out. So it becomes 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100. Okay. So this is the principal at the end of the first year. Now this becomes the principal for calculating interest for the second year. So this is the difference. In the case of simple interest calculation, the principal never changes. Alright, principal stays the same. It is always 10,000 rupees. But the moment you talk about compound interest, right, after the first year, when you consider or when you calculate the interest for the second year, principal changes. The principal becomes the first year interest amount plus the original principal. So in this case, the new principal is 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100. Okay. This is a new principal. Now you find out the rate for this new principal. Rate is 5% again for the second year. Correct? So SI2, simple interest 2, is equal to 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100, right, plus, multiplied by 5 by 100. Okay, 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 into 5 by 100, right? So what is the new principal amount? It becomes the original principal, the principal at the start of the second year, which is 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100. That is the principal at the start of the second year, plus 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 into 5 by 100. Okay. Now the 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 is common. So you take it out. 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100. When you take it out, you have 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 into 1 plus 5 by 100. Okay. So it becomes 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 the whole square. Alright. So this becomes the principal amount for the third year. Now you consider this as the principal amount for the third year. So it becomes 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 the whole square. Okay, that's the principal amount. Rate is equal to 5%. So SI3, the new simple interest, is nothing but 5 by 100 the rate multiplied by the new principal, which is 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 the whole square. So what is the final principal amount that you have to pay? The principal amount at the start of the third year, which is 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 the whole square, plus the simple interest SI3, which is 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 the whole square into 5 by 100. Now 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 the whole square can be taken out. So when you take it out, you have 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 into 1 plus 5 by 100. So you get 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 the whole cube. Alright. So 3 represents the time period or the conversion period. Okay. So this is the formula for compound interest. So if you go through this methodology couple of times and write it down, you will understand clearly how compound interest is deduced. So from this we can say that the formula for finding out the compound interest amount is equal to principal P into, because 10,000 is the original principal, P into 1 plus R is the rate of interest divided by 100 the whole to the power T, which is T, where T is the time period, conversion period. Okay. So the reason why I'm insisting conversion period is because, in compound interest, it depends on the conversion period. It depends on how you are asked to compound the interest. Okay. So in this particular example, you have been asked to compound it annually. Hence, the rate of interest also need to be annual, right? So we said 10,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100, the whole cube. Okay. There are subtle variances. How do we calculate compound interest in the case of half yearly, quarterly? We will see in our next video. If you have any doubt, please go through the video again. I am sure if you go through the video, work with me step by step, you will understand the concepts. In case if you still have doubts, please shoot out an email to askmentorguru@gmail.com. We are always here to help you. Alright, so in the next video, let us talk about compound interest, how it is calculated, quarterly, half yearly, etc. Alright, okay, thank you very much. Please wait for my next video.